Hello, my name is Jen and I am a Senior Health Fitness Program Manager. And today I'm going to lead you through a 30-minute sun salutation seated series. So we're going to take about 2 minutes first to just relax and breathe, and then we'll get started. So just put your hands on your thighs or on your belly or whatever is convenient for you, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Close your eyes or just have a nice slight gaze off into the future. Not really focusing on any in particular thing, just kind of focusing very softly. Nice, deep, full breaths. Drop that chin to the chest, stretch out the back of the neck. Come on up, turn and face one direction. And drop that chin down a little bit. Come on up, let's turn the other way. And drop that chin. Come back to the center and then point that chin up and up so we're really stretching all in the front of the neck. All right, come on back down. Let's just roll those shoulders back and down. And then front and forward. Let's bring those arms up and down, big circles. We're going to put this, do a couple independent little pieces of the sun salutation, and then we're going to put it together. Come on up, bring those hands in front, hold it here. Come back up, out and around. 2 more times like that. Come on up. Hands come down. Hands come up and around and up and in and up and down. Beautiful. Push forward slightly if you have a prop. remove it. And all we're going to do is put one foot in front, one foot behind, and lean forward. Relaxing that head, relaxing that gaze. And come up. Switch sides. Come on in. And up. This time straighten that leg, toes up towards the sky. Roll it down. And come on up. Stretching out, other leg, toes pointed up. And roll it down. And come on up. Now let's straighten both of those legs, toes pointed up, and bring those arms up and lean forward, making yourself into a kind of a triangle. Not exactly a triangle, perfect triangle, but we're doing our best. And then bend those knees, hands in front. Straighten those legs, straighten those arms. Lean forward as much of a flat back as you can. And then come back in again. One more time, back to your triangle-esque shape. And come back in. Beautiful. Now I'd like you to turn sideways on your chair. Have the leg that's closest to the back of your chair is going to be bent. And the other leg is also going to be bent, but it's going to be bent behind. So the weight of your body is supported right here. Now what we're going to do is just kind of put our hands wherever feels comfortable based on the depth of our chair. And just hold it here. All right, let's come back to the center and let's switch it out the other way. Same thing, just the other direction. Hands are wherever they need to be. All right, let's come back to the center. Let's go back to side A. This time, if you can, bring those arms straight overhead. Come back through center. Other side, get situated first, and then arms up. Release, and let's come back to the center, and we're going to start with our first 2 rounds of sun salutation. These are going to be using the motion of the one leg in front and one leg in the back, leaning forward instead of the full lunge like we just did. We'll do 2 variations with that, and then we'll add on to the full lunge. Okay, so once you kind of understand what's going on, feel free to totally look away from the video, close your eyes, get into your a good mindset that's totally far away from the video. But if you do need me, obviously, keep watching. All right, so we're gonna have our hands in front. You'll get the gist of it really quick, I promise. Bring those arms up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other. My hands are Bend forward at the hips. Come close to the ground. If you can touch the ground, wonderful. If you can't, touch where you can. Come on up. Bring that right leg in front, the left leg behind, leaning forward. Bring those legs in, bring those arms in. Hold it, and then straighten those arms, like we're telling someone to just stop where you are, relax. And let's retract those arms, bring those elbows into the waist. And then straighten those arms a little bit, bring those arms up, but we're having our forearms. Like we're doing a plank, but we're doing it seated. Now we're going to completely straighten those arms, straighten those legs, and make that triangle shape like we did before. And we're going to have the right leg behind the left leg in front, leaning forward. Bring both those feet together, roll all the way down, hands on the floor. And then come all the way up, hands up, palms facing each other. And then back down through center. That's one round. We're going to do one more just like that, same exact way. Let's take 2 big breaths. Beautiful, arms up, palms facing each other. And then come swan dive forward, hands on the ground. Roll up nice and slow, right leg in front, left leg behind, lean on in. Beautiful, bring both those feet in front, arms out straight, stop. And then retract those elbows. Straighten out this upper arm, rotate. Let's make that plank. And we're making sure that elbows are equal height. One's not up here, one's not on there. And then straighten those legs, straighten those arms, triangle. This would be our downward dog if you were doing this on the ground. Release that left leg in front, right leg behind, lean forward. Release both feet together in front. Let's dive down, hands on the ground. Come on up, reverse swan dive, palms facing each other. And then bring your hands down to prayer. So we're going to go through that again. We're going to do those lunges out to the side as such as compared to the lunges this way. If you want to keep those lunges that way, that's perfectly fine, not a problem. But otherwise, we're going to progress to change those lunges around. Otherwise, it's going to be the exact same thing. All right, let's get started. So, hands together in our prayer pose. 2 breaths. Arms up, palms facing each other. Swan dive down, hands on the ground, or whatever is the closest point that feels comfortable for you. We're gonna roll on up. We're gonna have our right knee in front, our left leg behind, and your hands can either be down or they can be up, your choice. Let's face back to the center, arms out in our stop position. Retracting those elbows. And coming forward into our plank. Triangle or downward dog, feet out front, legs out. And then bring those arms down. Let's go to the other lunge. So left leg in front, right leg behind, and place your arms where you would like them to be. Release, come back to the center, feet in front, swan dive down, hands on the ground. Come on up, palms facing each other. And then hands to prayer. 2 breaths. Arms up. Feel free to look up towards the sky. Swan dive down, hands on the ground. Roll on up. Lunge, right leg in front, left leg behind. Hands up. Come back to the center. Feet in front, stopping pose. Bring those elbows back. Plank. Downward dog. Arms down, left leg in front, right foot behind, arms in position. Release, back to the center, legs in front, swan dive down. And come on up. Palms facing. And hands to center. And release. Okay, so now that we've gone through everything, you know the gist. We're going to go through it 4 more times. I'm going to give no instruction verbally whatsoever. You're going to go through it at your own pace, as fast or as slow as you want. You can follow me, that's totally fine. But otherwise, I want you to give this into a moving meditation. So you can decide, do you want the level 1 of lunge variation, or do you want the level 2 of lunge variation? You can pick and choose whatever you want, just make sure your left side and your right side are totally equal. That's all I ask. If you go through your 4 and it takes longer, not a problem. If you go through your 4 and it takes a shorter amount of time than me, not a problem. We are going to go through 4 boom, 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 all in a row, resting about 2 breaths between starting from ending one to going to the other. And this is going to be your time. So follow along with me or not, totally up to you, but I'm going to just kind of close my eyes, soft focus, go through the motions, nice deep breaths, and use this as a time for me, and I totally invite you to use this time for you. You can do this at any point in time during the day when you just need a minute to just like, I'm frustrated, I don't know what to do, I'm just going to do a sun salutation seated, and then I'm gonna think again. I'm just gonna just zone out for like 2 minutes and then try again. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing here. So 4 in a row, follow me, follow your own path, totally fine. But we're all going to start together in this prayer pose and take 2 breaths, and then I'm going to not talk until I'm completely finished. When you are finished your fourth round, just stay relaxing. You can keep your hands in prayer. You can put your hands on your thighs. Wait another 30 or so seconds for everyone to catch up. When you are finished, hands on your thighs, drop that head and neck. Nice deep breaths. Lift that head, look one direction. Drop that chin. Lift up, come back through center, other direction. Drop that chin. Lift up, come back through center, and then look up to the ceiling, pointing that chin, stretching out that neck. Come back through center, 2 deep breaths. And thank you for joining me today for this 30-minute seated sun salutation series. Have a great day.